Thank you all for joining me, and welcome to Manor Lords. So since this came out, which is probably about a week ago or something like that, I have been playing quite a lot of it. I didn't get really far into the game. I just sort of I just kept doing restarts just to see how things went, so that we get an easier time starting. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to going a bit further with it. But we're going to start the playthrough on this season one. And we're going to jump right in, and then I'll explain a little bit of how the game actually works. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a good start as well. Let's go to new game. Who we're going to go with? I think we're going to go with yeah. I'll just go with you, and I'll just put it as the nut. There we go. I'm going to go with blue. I think I kind of like blue. You can actually change it, so if like this, and then you can put another field here and put another symbol in. But I'm just going to go with this one for this one. I'm just going to put that dragon in. There we go. That looks nice. And there we go. So that's all we need to do for that. So we can continue. And then we've got some different settings here. Obviously, I'm going to play it on the default because that's what most people will play on. You've also got the Rise to Prosperity, which is kind of, well, you've got the template difficulty here as well. This is the scenario. So fulfill your requirements of your citizens, plan and rule your medieval town as you see fit without worrying about combat. So you can actually play it without combat if you so choose. The main focus of the game is city building and management and stuff like that. So obviously there is combat as well, but that's not the main focus. Um, and that's actually from the words of the actual dev, Greg, which is Slavic magic or something like that. So yeah, and I've been following this game for quite a few years. So yeah, and he's done a really good job, I must admit. There's also this challenging one as well. So grow your city and raise forces as quickly as you can. The lands are pestered by raiders and undefended settlements, but we are going to go with this one. We could adjust this if we wanted to, and have no raiders, or just increase it to however you want. But for this one, we're just going to leave it on default. I might do a relaxing one day, or not. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Coming in. I'm going to pause it as soon as it starts because, yeah, there we go. Just so we could check out the resources and what we've got to work with here. Let's go ahead and have a look. So we've got these deposits here. Where's the iron one? Right, we've actually got an iron, and that's actually really good because we've got a rich deposit of iron, which is going to be good. And not sorry, well, wrong way, iron. And then we've also got a rich deposit of wild animals, which is going to be good for food as well as hide, for clothing and stuff like that. So that's actually a really good start. Where are we on the map? We're actually at the side here. So this is actually our trade point here. So we're actually pretty close to here. We could actually have a town right here, which is really good. We're going to have to be careful of where we actually take the trees from. We don't want to disturb this here, otherwise they migrate, and that's going to cause a hell of a lot of problems for us. We've also got some berries here that we can actually sort out as well, so that's going to give us another source of food. So not a bad start. Not a bad start indeed. So where's our camp, though? The problem is our camp's all the way up here. Right, okay. That's a pain. We've also got the King's Road here. Now, we've actually got unassigned workers. Well, they're actually families. So obviously we've got to build some houses, and then we can actually put them into different jobs and stuff like that. But it's per family, not per citizen. As you can see there's 2 in each family here. We've also got the approval rating. Now, for anyone to move in, once you do the burgage plots, whatever they're called, the house plots, you need to be at 51% minimum, because once it's green, it means that they will slowly start to actually move in. I think the higher it is, the more often you get new families coming in and stuff like that. Obviously, you've got your the amount of food that you've got. We've got enough for 4 months at the moment. We've actually got 20 bread. Yeah, I think that's what you usually start with anyway. Obviously, we're going to need more than that, of course. And then obviously the fuel, there's no consumption of fuel at the minute. But if we have a look at our fuel, we've got 20 there as well. There's also charcoal, but you need to do that on the development point. So let's get started and see where I want to actually place everything. Oh, look at those birds just frozen. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Oh, nice. Right. Okay. So we've actually got the homeless people's tents here. Obviously, we want to get them out of that as soon as possible. But there are priorities to that before we do that. We've got all our supplies here. Look, we've got some stone, we've got some firewood, got the bread which I showed you. And we've also got tools. We need to get these off the ground as soon as possible. But before we can do that, we need to kind of get some logs sorted out. So I think what I am actually going to do, because we don't want to take this out either, because we want to keep these berries here. Because eventually I want to come down here, but it's a bit too far out for the start. So I think we're just going to have to just stay up here for now. Just get things working here. And then we can work out which way we're going to go with this. So every region in Manor Lords has strengths and weaknesses. Be sure to check all the resource deposits as well as investigate the soil fertility. That reminds me, there is on every time you start in each region, there's always going to be 2 rich deposits. So if you only find 1 rich deposit, it means the other deposit, the other rich source is actually fertility, which means this is not fertilized. If we look here, look, no, that's underwater. If we look here, look, as you can see, we need it green here, so that's no good. And obviously over here, look, this is a good one, so we can take that later on. So like I said, this is going to be trading. Eventually we'll take this and we can have this as farming, which is really, really good. Okay, so let's come out of that. And we will get started then. So we need to get a logging camp. So we need to go and find a place for that. I think I'm just going to stick up here for now. We can actually move these later on, and I can bring it down here. So I think ideally our town is going to be here. Yeah, our town's going to be here. We're going to have like a central area here. I think that's going to be ideal there. So let's go ahead and place this here. There we go. So that's our first thing. So unassigned families work on construction automatically. Okay. So let's come out of that. A timber transportation. Timber requires oxen to be moved. Villagers will automatically get the ox when they need it. There we go. So we've only got 1 at the moment. We can get some more. We can order 1 here. You can only get it's going to cost regional. In fact, you've got regional wealth here, which is the main stuff for importing and buying stuff, which is basically for the whole town. But this is treasury where we get taxes and stuff like that. That's our money, which you can actually use to buy certain stuff, like mercenaries and stuff like that. Okay, so, but I do want to get a second one of these as soon as possible so we can actually get one of these. And you can only order 1 of these once per month, so be careful on that. Right, let's just start this up slowly, and we'll get that going. We've got a new message here. Build up your town, your manor. And when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. Now, there is a lot more to the game, but we'll go through it, you know, as we get to it. So, in Manor Lords, families need food and fuel and roof above their heads to survive. Supplies in the region panel above shows how much you've got left, which I showed you here. We've got that there. You've also got your livestock in that here as well. Eventually we'll be able to get sheep later on, which we probably will have on this one because we haven't got any fertility for farming, so we're not going to be able to use this for farming. So we've got that going there. But first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you the roads. So I want to connect this up to here just to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. There we go. And then get that sorted there. I also want to get a woodcutter lodge, and the woodcutter is actually for firewood. As you can see there, workers fell nearby trees to produce firewood. So we're going to get that started as well. I think that'll be fine just there. And to keep it all together. We'll also get a path going from there as well to get that connected. I do like the way the actual... It's just free to actually do the stuff that you want rather than it just being a gridded. So I do like that, freeform. I think it's Banished that does that on it, if I'm not mistaken. I've never played it, but I do know about it. So let's have a look at what they're doing here. We're actually starting to dig out the place and get it ready. If we actually click on it, look, we can actually see we need 2 logs. So that oxen is going back to go and get another log. Let's put that on highest priority. Okay, and then we'll put that on high priority. That's on the highest, isn't it? Yeah, okay, because we obviously want this first. Then we can get a family in there. What I want to do is I want to get another hitching post as well, so we can get another one of these, because that's going to help us out. Um, okay. In almost all cases, resources in Manor Lords have to be physically moved. It can take a moment, so feel free to change the game speed if you feel like it, which we will do shortly. Now, you can actually press spacebar to pause it, or spacebar to play it back, and then it's X and Z to go up and down in the speeds. So let's get another one of these going here then. We need to get these sorted out, so that's going to be our next objective after that. So let's go ahead and get a hitching post, which is actually on here. We can upgrade these later on. I will do that later on, and then they'll hold 2. But for now, we'll just do the 1. We'll just have these ones here. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Okay. And then we need to work out where the centre's going to be. This is the King's Road as well. That's important, because that's where the actual trade route goes there, as you can see here. So that is actually the King's Road. I think it's this one here, actually. Yeah, this one here. Okay, so
Summer's coming soon.
Let's just see if we can actually lay some stuff out here. We kind of want the centre bit here. Just around here would be ideal. So I want the centre road to be here, where we're actually going to have the actual... Because we're going to have markets and stuff like that, as well as a granary and a storehouse. So we do need to get those up, so we can actually clear all this out. So I'm going to sort out some roads here. Let's see what I can sort out here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got that clay there. We've got 142 on clay. We've got 160 on stone. That's really good, and that's really good. We've got to do not build anything here in this circle here. Otherwise, they will migrate and you'll mess everything up. So, yeah. And, yeah. So this is actually not a bad start. This is kind of the start I had before, which is not bad. I had multiple starts, actually, but... Alright, let's just put that like that. We can actually delete these roads if you want to, and it doesn't cost anything to delete the actual roads as well. This building has no... Okay, we've actually already got our first one. So let's go ahead and place in our first family. So you can... Obviously, it's one family as well. So usually there's 2 to 3 people in each family, from what I've seen. So yeah, so that's not too bad. What we also want to do is we want to go to the advance, and we want to go unlimited, where the unlimited work area. We want to actually select where they actually get the actual wood from, because obviously you don't want them to do this here and this here, because they'll get rid of the... I think they'll get rid of the berries there. I'm not sure. I'm not, you know, but this will definitely mess things up for you. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put... Oh, hold on. We're going to have to move these again later on, but if we press Control and then we use the scroll wheel, we can actually increase the size on that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up this way here. And we can go ahead and place that in there. I think that'll be fine. There we go. And then we've got a new message. Okay, so I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Okay, so we can actually write back or end conversation. I'm actually going to write back on this one and show you how that works. So I don't think these are available yet, although request funds. Oh, I see. Right, okay. So, but obviously we've only got this one, so you have no rightful claim to sell bits on Hofstetten. So we drag that in there and we'll send that back. There we go. Let's send. There we go. Okay. Right, where was we? Right, we were trying to sort out where we're actually going to have the centre of the town, weren't we? So let's go ahead and carry on with that, because we got distracted because of this. But we've actually got our family in there getting logs, which is going to be important. Your logs are there. We've got 4 timber at the moment. We've got 20 stone and we've got 10 tools. The tools will come later on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that there. Okay. And I want to see where we're going to actually... It's going to be after... The centre's going to be here in it. So where that tree is, we come across here like that. And we come right down here. You can curve the actual roads if you want to as well. So I'm going to bring this right down here, look. Okay, and then what I'm going to do then is we're going to do... Yeah, I kind of want it here, so... Let's bring this road over here, over to there. Also bring this from here I'll just bring this over here a little bit, and that just gets us a bit of a start there that we can do. I might get rid of that tree. I mean, we can get rid of the tree anyway, even if we don't use these. It will get, if you place something there. And I think you do get the stuff back for it. I'm not sure. So it's telling us here that we've got exposed goods for the pantry. Goods stored here are vulnerable to weather damage and need to be moved to a granary. So that's what we're going to do next. Yeah, construction finished. Let's just sort that out first because we need that firewood coming in. So we're going to go ahead and put someone in there. We're going to have to do the same again as we did with the logging camp. So I think maybe just sort of clear this area out and then we'll actually move it afterwards. But we do need a lot of firewood though. So we can actually overlap that over there actually. So let's do that. I think that will do for now. We'll just have to keep an eye on that and then change it as and when we need to. That's so they should be doing this one now. It looks like they are. So I'm just going to put that to highest because I actually want to get that sorted out so we can get another ox because that's definitely going to help us out. So let's go ahead and sort out the granary. So we want the granary. So granary storage, sorry, wrong place. So we've got the granary here and we've also got the storehouse. So we're going to do the granary first. And I think I'm going to have it. I have it here. Yeah, I'm going to have it here. So we're going to put that there. And I'm going to put that on very high because then they'll do that one next. And then we're going to have the actual storehouse as well. So we're also going to put that right next to it as well. It's probably best to have those together. And then we'll put that on high. And then they'll get that done. So we're just going to have to hold off on that. We will have to sort food out shortly as well. Families request. Oh, yeah, because they've put this down. We need to do markets now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then once they've actually got, well, I'll show you what they do anyway. Some of you might already know about this, but yeah. So if we go to residential, we've got the burgage plots. I think that's the way you pronounce it. We've got the well, which we're going to sort out shortly as well. And then we've got the marketplace. Now, from what I found, it doesn't really, I think well, from what I found anyway, is that it's best to have the markets close to where all the storage is, not so much about the distance from the house. So it's best to have them sort of like here in front of this. This is why I put these here, because it's all about the actual transporting to the market. And then once that market's got it, then, and as long as we've got enough stuff to share between the houses, say if there's like 10 plots and there's 10 families, then as long as you've got 10 or plus of each item, they will get it. So it might take a little bit of time, but they will get it. So I'm going to do a pretty big one here, I think.
A fresh start for me and my own.
Yeah, I think we'll go there. I haven't got that far to see how many you actually need, but I think that is probably a bit. Let's just come out of that a minute. Probably a bit too big there. Let's just do that a bit. Yeah, I think, do you know what? That will be fine because that will give us loads of leeway when it comes to the market. So a well-supplied marketplace is the lifeblood of your town. Assigned families will set up stalls automatically as long as there is enough space on the market. Hover over specific categories to check your current supply and demand. Burgage plots closest to the market get their market requirements fulfilled first. But like I say, it's not so much on the distance. It's just that as long as these two are close enough. So, for instance, if we did a load of houses here, that last one there will get it first. They'll get it last, but they will get it as long as you've got enough. So I won't worry too much about that. From what I've actually can tell from everything that's going on, well, from everything I've seen from this, right, we should be able to get ourselves another ox. That's actually going to cost us 20. We've got to get into trading soon so we can actually make some money. But for now, we will get one of these because that's going to be important. You can only do one of these once a month, and as you can see there, you've got 30 days before the trader will be back to get you another one. Before you can do another one, that is. And hold on a minute. Oh yeah. You don't really need someone in there. I don't think I've ever put anyone in there, and it's always been fine. So we've got the granary setting up now. So let's check this out. And let's just speed things up a little bit here. And watch that be built. What we left on there, oh yeah, we need 10 stone for that. So they're all coming up here, look. Now, the way you can actually get really up close and personal with this, look at this. Awesome this is. And look at them go. Look at them go. Right, okay. You can go to cinematic view as well. Construction. Oh, we've already got our first, hold on a minute. We've already got our first store, look. So if we look here, we've got a firewood store. There's nothing on it yet. But if we go and check where the firewood place is, as you can see, it's got an actual icon here which says market. So he's actually set up a market there. So yeah. How much fuel have we got at the moment? 23. Okay. How many logs we've got? We've got 6. So I need to get about a minimum of 10 so that we can actually get, once we've got 10, I can get 5 burgage plots, which will actually alleviate the actual amount of homelessness we've got at the moment. Let's go back into this. We do that lot. If I can control C, you do cinematic lot. Let's just watch these guys do this. Let's just speed it up a little bit. You can see that. Look at that. I'll just slow it down a little bit. Sometimes I just like to sit here watching it. That sounds sad, but it just looks so awesome. It's done a real good job of this game, I think. And obviously there's stuff that's not in the game, but obviously that will come. It's only in early access. It's only been out for a week, so obviously there's going to be balancing issues and stuff like that, which I'm sure will be sorted. Oh, I think it's done. I think it's done, so let's come out of that then. Yeah, it is. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put someone in there. We'll get someone in there, and then they will start collecting all the stuff and bringing all the food. That's the first thing we need to get sorted out. So we look here. We need to get that bread. We've got 17 bread at the moment, so we need to get that sorted. As you can see, they're good stored here, are vulnerable to weather damage. And at the moment, we're not going to have enough for everybody. Enough families to run everything, so we're going to have to switch between each, with each, like, you know, stuff that, you know, jobs and that. At least at the beginning until later on when you've got enough families to be able to do everything, so yeah. Okay, so I'll just speed this along a little bit because I want to get this one done so we can get someone in here, and then eventually we'll take that guy out in the granary. So just speed this along a little bit so we can move on. And then we can start working on the plots. In fact, how much wood have we got? We've got 8 at the moment. I want 10 of those so we can actually get the houses sorted out. And you've got to do them a certain size. Well, you can do them any size you want, but it's going to be better to do it at a certain size, as I'll show you. There we go. So yeah, I'm speeding this up a little bit. There we go. So we've got the 10 there. I'll tell you what, while they're doing that, let's go ahead and check that food. See, the food's already gone there, which is good. Have we got the second? We have got the second oxen, so that's going to help us. So I think for now, I'm going to have a look at where I want these houses here. Right, hold on a minute. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little road going alongside here. Because we need to get those burgage pots sorted out. So if we do this, there's 4 points to it. There's 2 for each house, of course. And then where that arrow, can you see that white line with the arrow? That's where the actual houses we're facing. If we go up here, and then we'll do the next point here. There we go, see? And that will give us 4. We could probably do 5. And you can actually see here where we've got this here. So this is actually an extension in the back, which is going to come in handy later, where we can actually get the artisans to do stuff. And if you do a bigger one, we can do carrots and stuff like that, but and that's dependent on the side. It's not so much with this one, though. Right. There's also this as well, look. So we've actually got this where we've got 2 families in each. So we could do that. But the problem with that is, I think you'll lose 2 families if you've got an extension there, because which I'll show you later on. So we're not going to do that. I just want to cancel that a minute. Cancel. I'm just going to go up a little bit more. And look at the way that actually fits in. You can do that, look. Look at that. That's awesome. I love the way the actual zoning works in this. It's pretty cool. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, that's right. We went... Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we've actually got, what, 5 there, so that'll be good to get started. Let's go ahead and get that sorted out. And then we're going to have to sort out food soon as well to make sure we've got some food coming in. I probably want the berries because there's 64 there. They will last quite a long time as well. This is actually going to be good for us as well. So the storehouse is done. So we can go ahead and... Where's the storehouse? Here. So we can go ahead and put someone in there, and they'll go ahead and actually sort all that out. So, and then hopefully we'll get this sorted out here as well. There's one more thing I need, and that is we need a well. So if we click on this, look, it will show us exactly where the actual water layout is underneath the ground, and we can only place that in where the water is. And that's actually not a bad location, to be honest, because we've got the actual... I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, that's actually not a bad location. I'm just trying to think of where I want to put it. You've got to make sure it's on these. I might actually just put it at the end of here, to be honest. I mean, I could put it a bit closer, I guess, but I might want to put some other stuff here. So I think I'm going to put it there. And what we'll do is we'll just bring these roads around it. There we go. And then we've got our water there, because obviously we're going to have to make sure all their demands are met with food, clothing, and water and stuff like that. But just that one well will be fine for what we need. I don't think you need any more. I think you only need the one. So how are we getting on now? So we've got another 2 there. I would like to get some extra houses done here as well. So we've got some extra ones. Now, like I said in the beginning, as you can see, we've got -2 on there, but we need to get this to 51 approval, which we will get to eventually. But we need to get these families into the houses. And I think the granary has actually got someone in there. But what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to take him out, because then we've got that extra family that we need for building as well. Yeah. And then I might have a look to see if... Yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get a road here going up this way. And what I'm going to do is, well, how many we've got there? We've got enough for 1 house. So I'm going to see if I can get an... In fact, is that going to be big enough? I need to check.
Come along, lad.
Yeah, that's not big enough for what I'm thinking. So we need that bigger. So, but we could still do that. We could still do that. Make it smaller if we want. So let's have a look at where else we could do that. I'm going to need to make that bigger, of course. Now we could do that down here, look. I think I'm going to keep that tree there, you know. Right in the center of town. So if we just do a road around this. There we go, we've got a nice little tree there. And let's see if we can actually... what we've got there, we've got the free timber, haven't we? Okay. So if we bring this all the way across here. Look at the way that actually fits in there like that. Is that going to be big enough though? I think I obviously want that a bit bigger than that. Whoa. Actually, yeah. Shall we do it like that? Yeah, we'll do it like that. Just because we can. And that'll give that a bigger space for farming and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do that one. We just got that extra one there. I'm not going to go too mad with that just yet. But hopefully we will... Oops. Hopefully we'll sort that out. So we've got our first house being built here. As you can see. Have we actually got everything in there? We have. So we can actually watch this get built.
Splendid work on the roof.
In fact, what we'll do, this is experimental, but we can actually do this. This isn't the person you choose. It's just a generic thing, but we can walk around, which is awesome. You can watch them. Look at that going up. That just looks amazing. Excuse me. They're working hard there, getting that first house up. Oh, they're going to block me in. You can see your ox there, look, coming down. And we've got them transporting stuff here as well. They're bringing logs down for the actual burgage plots as well. Actually, that's done now, I think. Yeah, I think that's done now. So they're going to move on to this one here. Really, really good. Absolutely brilliant game. There is a good soundtrack to it, but obviously I'm not having that on because it just causes issues on YouTube. So even if it is allowed, you know, so I've had that issue before. So that's why I don't bother with music, in-game music. Right, okay, so we've got our first burgage plots. I need to call it a burger plot then. And we've just had a family actually go into there now. We haven't, and they actually got an extra family member as well. So homeless will move to the plot, and if approval is high enough, it might attract new families too. However, families need more than just space to be happy. Click on the building to check on residential requirements. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so we've actually got, let's have a look here. I mean, we've actually not got the water access yet because we haven't built it up, but we will. And if we look, no, not there. If we look here, we've now got, there was 2 people in the families, but now we've had another family member that's actually moved in, and I think that's the max 3. I'm not sure. I've never seen it go up before. But like I said, I've not gone that far into the game. I've done multiple sort of like restarts just to get a handle on it, but yeah. Anyway, so we've got the second house being built there. We are going to need to start looking at food and stuff like that. Look at the amount of fuel we've got there. We've got enough for 43 months. Logs. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but we do need to sort out food. So as much as I want to do, where is it? So we do need to sort out food. So we've got that there, but I would like to get this sorted out here. So we've got a little opening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little road coming here. There we go. And we're going to build up the actual berries, because that's only seasonal, but the actual hunting is all year round. As long as you don't hunt them out to extinction, but you can actually sort that out anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and place that there, look. Okay. So that's the forager hut. So once that's built up, they will start collecting. We'll have to put a family in there, of course, and get that sorted out. We've also got that to be sorted. Okay, so we've got our second house done. So we're going to speed through this now, get these houses sorted out. I would like to get this one done as well as quickly as possible, just so we can get some extra. Well, it's not going to really matter really, because we need to get up to 51% anyway before anyone will move in. Okay, so let's go ahead and just watch the rest of this building get done.
Now stay with his brick. Summer's coming soon. Soon peaking sun. The beam coming up. Hey, bring that piece over here.
And there we go. We've got the 5 houses that we need, so that means that we've got no homelessness now, and we've also got a development point. So new development point. There we go. So to get more population, you need to have enough empty burgage plots, and your approval needs to be over 50%. So basically 51%, and higher. The higher, the better, obviously. Let's see what we've got here. So a strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all of the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Let's form the militia. Okay, so that's easy enough. Now we just click on this, and as you can see here, we've got 4 different militias that we can choose from at the moment. And we've actually got 20 spears and 20 shields, so we're going to just have to go for the spear one for now. And there we go. So the male villagers will be evenly distributed between all militia units. They will then try to find the required equipment. The weapon and shield depends on the unit type, while the maximum quality of body armor and helmet depends on the villager's residential level. After bringing all the necessary equipment home, the unit recruits are marked as ready to rally. Only then will you be able to rally your unit. Okay, there we go. So what we do here, so if we actually clicked on this, you could actually rally them here, look, and you could just, and then they'll come out. The problem is, they actually are your villagers, so be careful of that. So I'm just going to come out of that, but we've got the 10 there. We need to get that up, obviously, and eventually I want to get some archers as well. Okay, so that's that sorted out. Are they doing the well yet? No, we do need that sorted out. Yeah, we do need that sorted out. First things first, let's sort this out. Okay. So because we've actually got, now we've got different things here. Obviously the farm is going to be no good for us on this one. Because yeah, it's just pointless putting develop. I think you get 6 if I'm not mistaken points. So don't go putting stuff in that it's going to be no good for that actual settlement. And it's different for each. If you take another region, it sort of like it resets on that region, so you start all over again, basically. So yeah, and one of the ones, obviously we're going to be doing trading, so one of the ones I would like to do is trade logistics, which are establishing a new trade route always costs a maximum of 25 regional wealth. So it'll be always 25 at the highest, and it can go into the hundreds, as I've seen it on the first time I played it. And then there's also this, which is better deals, which will actually, in effect, will make the actual price of imports and exports will actually be the same. So that gets decreased, so it'll be a lot cheaper for you. But with this one, we're probably going to want to go for this because we've got the shocker burning thing there, but then we have to get that before we can get the deep mining. And because we've got the iron deep deposit, rich deposit, that's going to be beneficial because that's what's going to be our best thing for trading and stuff. But we've also got a rich deposit for the hunters, so we're going to be using this one. If you've got a rich deposit of berries, then you'd want to use this one. Probably won't really worry about the apiary or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to go with that one for now. Okay, so that's our first point. Obviously, it's going to be different for you depending on the way it starts. And we've also got policies here that we'll get, but I think there's only these 2 that's available to us. The rest of it is not actually in the game yet, so that's something that will come soon. Same as production here. That's something I'm not sure what that's going to be all about, but I'm sure, well, it's going to be about production, of course. So we do need to actually get water and stuff. As you can see here, we've actually got fuel. So it's actually got fuel supplied. And if we look here as well, we've got these little things we can do in the back garden. Now, it does cost regional wealth here, so we're not doing that just yet. So we've got chickens and vegetables, but when we upgrade them up to level 2, which is the artisans, we can also do these ones here where we can get more boots, we can get cobblers going, we can get a Fletcher's workshop and stuff like that, as well as doing a brewery as well. But the thing is, though, if you use these ones with the artisans, you will lose your actual family from this pool here. So you have to be careful of that. It's always best to leave at least one family available for the oxers and any construction as well. Okay, so what's just happened there? Oh, I think we just had a new family member added. So I think this one's being built now. But I don't want to do that yet because we're not even at 50%, so there's no rush for that. What I want to do, I want to get this one highest priority. What's this one? That's medium. And we also want to get this to high. Very high, I think. Yeah. And we also want to sort out this one soon. But first, we'll get these done. And hopefully things will go okay. Like I say, we've got one house there. We've got enough houses for all 5 there. And that green one there is what's actually not been built yet. That's ready to go. So, yeah. It's a bit raining as well. And in fact, let's have a look here. Yeah, so as you can see, these tents are gone now. And everything else has disappeared here. Everything's been stored away. We could probably... In fact, let me just check. we've got that. I'm going to show these marketplaces here. Look at that firewood. That's the firewood one. Obviously, we've got the firewood on there, and that will get distributed to the houses. And this is the food one, but we haven't got much there yet because we haven't got anyone in the granary yet, but we will sort that out. But if you click on this log, this is a good way of checking everything. So if we click on this, it will show you like fuel there is 80%. The only one that hasn't got it there, and it's nothing to do with the distance, it's probably just the amount of fuel. See, there's only 5 firewood, although that should be going there. So it will sort itself out, don't worry. I mean, sometimes I think it's a little bit bugged, and it's even though there should be firewood there, there's not, even though there's enough. And obviously food, we haven't really got a food distribution thing yet. We've got that bread, but I need to sort it out, and obviously clothes as well. We haven't got enough clothes. Why is that showing we've got one of each? That's strange. Have we got one of each of clothes? I don't think we have. Yeah, see, we've got a lot of firewood there. So, and I think that's in tons or something like that. I don't, you know, so 1 tons of berry and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and get this done then first. Okay, so I had to be quick on getting the food source sorted out. As you can see, it says we're running out of food because of 1 month, because of how long that took us, and because we had to come all the way up here. But this has actually been done now, and we've actually got berries coming in now, and there's also got a store there. We've also got the well there. So if we have a look at these houses now, that should actually have the access to there. And they have actually got food, but they need 2 types of food before we can upgrade them, and they also need some clothing, which we'll get from the leather from hunting. So let me just have a look at this. So they have got food. I don't know why they're putting food in empty houses though. That's annoying. And yeah, the fuel is a bit weird on that one. I think I took someone out of fuel for now because we've got enough for 10 months. Although I'm going to put someone back in there shortly. Hopefully we'll get some families soon. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to come down here and sort out where we're going to put the hunting lodge next, I think. Yeah, so the hunting lodge. The hunting camp. Okay, so here we go. So we want to make sure that we don't put it inside. Let me just move this around so we can see where we are. I want it as close as possible to it. So I think this will be just fine here. Yeah, we'll put that there. There we go. And then we'll sort the roads out going up, and a good idea to sort of like get this across the... In fact, we've got the road there, haven't we? So we can literally just do that. Okay, so that's fine. We'll sort the overall roads out for this. I don't mind depleting this. In fact, that would get depleted anyway, and then we can get rid of it. We don't need too much stone. So we've got that sorted out. So that will give us another source of food once that's sorted out. And obviously, we're going to need some more burgage plots as well. We've only got enough room for 1 family at the moment, which is here.
We have enough wood to finish this building. It's been most embarrassing to run out halfway through.
Okay, so we're at -3, so we're not doing too bad. I've had it at minus like 7 before I've even got their burgage plots up, but that's because we took our time with the food. So hopefully that was going now. And as you can see here, we've actually got someone on the stall selling firewood. I think it's more, yeah, selling firewood. But we don't make money from that, of course. That's just for the actual citizens. And we've actually got the food stall here. So we have got berries coming in now, and there's also the bread. But once we get the meat coming in, because we're going to run out of that bread, and we can't actually make bread. Once we get that meat coming in, that will give us the second source that we want. Why is there a tree there? Oh, I don't think we can move that out of the way. I think what I'm going to do is just do that for now. Just so they've got, you know, for the ox, so we can get this sorted out here. Now, I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. And what we've got here, now, obviously we're going to need clothing. So once we've got that, so we basically, it shows you there on the market, you need linen, leather, or yarn to class as clothing. So we're obviously going to get leather from the hide. And then there's obviously the church as well. And for the church, we're going to need tiles for that. It's just a matter of where we're going to put the church. Probably around here somewhere, because this is kind of like the central area, isn't it? So we could put that there. So we'll just wait for this to get done. This shouldn't take too long, actually. Yeah, that's already done now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put another family. I'm going to put a family in there and leave those in there to get the meat sorted out. We will eventually get 2 in there. And yeah, it should be good. Okay. So I think it's probably going to be a good idea to start getting some more burgage plots going as well. Let me just check the food at the moment. See, we've only got five. We've got 5 berries and 4 bread. But like I said, that bread is going to run out, so we need that meat coming in. And we've only got enough food for 2 months, so we've got to be careful with that. And I think I've took someone out of from doing fuel as well. Yeah. Right. What I'm going to do then, I think I'm going to take him out for now. And I'm going to put him in back in here so we can actually get some more firewood going, because we want to make sure we've got plenty for the winter, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some more houses going across here. I mean, we've got 20 timber, so we should be fine here. Let's go ahead and sort that out and get those sorted. Out there. That'll be fine. I'm wondering if I should have those a bit longer. Yeah, why not? Just so we can actually get some like carrots and that going in these ones here. Yeah, that'll be fine there. So we've got 4 there that we can get done. Let's go ahead and put that in. We can actually do these. We've got them in straight lines at the minute, but we can do it like this. We can have them at angles and all sorts. So we've got what 4 there going. That'll give us another 4 houses there, as you can see in the green. We've got 6 houses already built up. So I'm going to do another one here, I think. I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to do this one so we get an extra house in there as well, an extra family in there, and there we go. Okay, so we've still got. Let's have a look. So we've still got like plenty of timber left as well, and I think it won't be till next time where we start sorting this out. We've got to, like I said, we've got to get ourselves up to 51%, so we've got families coming in, and I think at some point we're going to have to get the. Once we've sorted out the needs for the food, which we actually already have, as you can see there, they've got 2 types of food. Is that all of them, though? Okay, so these still aren't getting stuff, though. If we just have a look now and see what the problem is. Doesn't really tell you the problem, but yeah, food-wise, it will get there. It's just going to take time. And the fuel is not too bad, but for some reason, we're not getting it to there, though, are we? Okay. No. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at the. I mean, this is not going to get depleted anyway. But I forgot to show you that. What you can do is you can actually tell them. As you can see here, we've got hunting limit, so we've got it at 10. But once we've done the development points, I don't think we'll ever get down to that. So yeah, we are also going to need we've just had some things stolen from us from the bandit camp here. We can't do anything about that just yet. We could get mercenaries, but we haven't got any treasury. I don't really want to pull anyone out just yet. Okay, how far is that anyway? Yeah, it's all the way over there. They kind of teleport over, don't they? Okay, so not a bad start. We've got 4 months of food now. We've got 10 off fuel, so we're not too bad getting this done. And I think what we could probably finish with, because we're going to get hide. I might just hold off on the hide of the actual tannery for now. But I do want to sort out getting in fact, that's going up now, as you can see there, because they've got they've got market food varieties, so we've got +1. That's took us to 48. So we're just going to have to hold off, because I'm going to need more families to work. But what we can do is we can actually get stuff ready. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some planks, because we are going to need those, and I'm going to keep those here. Yeah, we're going to keep those here, close to here. Let's go ahead and put that in, and we can get that sorted out. Put some extra rows in here.
This is heavier than it looks.
Don't need anything there. Right, okay. So that's going to be for planks. We do need those for upgrades as well. Eventually we'll need the clay as well. How much have we got in the clay? 142, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. So yeah, but obviously we'll get to a point where we can actually trade as well. So we've actually got 7 houses and we've got 5 families. So we've got enough room for 2 at the moment. So we'll have 3. 4, 5, 6, and potentially 7 once we actually make some extra space in that one as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the church real quick. So if we go to residential, we've got the church there. So as you can see, we're going to need 20 planks. We've already got the stone, and we're going to need to get the stone soon as well. We're also going to need the tavern at some point, but we're going to have to import the ale to start with, because obviously we haven't got the ability to actually to make it ourselves. We could get the hops in and then have one of these do it. Yeah, I think that's the only way of doing that, actually. But yeah, that's something for later on. So yeah. Right, we're at 50%, so we're +3 now, so that's actually pretty good. He's got water access. He's not getting any food or anything there, though. It's a bit weird. Sometimes that happens. I've noticed that. So maybe when I save and come back in, that'll get fixed. That'll be fixed. Yeah, because everywhere else, even these are getting food, and I don't think it's how close they are, because it's just that they get the ones like they get it last. But for some reason, they're not getting anything. Is there actually anybody in here? There are, and they're felling trees. Okay. And there's 3 of them. Okay, fair enough. Now we're at 51%. So we can actually, eventually, it takes time, but eventually we will get stuff coming in. We've now got 7 months of food, and we've also got 12 months of fuel. So I'll tell you what, let's wait for these to finish off here. And hopefully, you never know, we might get a family in. Because if I can get a family in, we can actually probably get someone into here to start getting those, getting the stuff in for there. And then we're going to have to sort of tally out. But that'll probably be for next episode. Cause this is going to be a long one. Because I can't help myself with these games. It's so annoying. But it's not annoying. It's good. It's a good thing. Because you just want to keep playing, don't you? So, yeah. So let's just watch these guys build these houses, get these finished, and hopefully we'll get a new family. Okay, so they're just doing the last house here, as you can see. But yeah, well, it's looking not too bad. And because I've not got the actual UI on, the user interface, the overlay stuff. I don't know whether we've got any families in. So let's just check. No, we haven't, damn it. But we're at 52%, so that's good. We're at -3. Obviously, that's previous. So obviously, it follows on, but eventually that will disappear completely. But not bad at all. Hopefully, we'll get some families in soon, so that we can actually get more stuff sorted out. What's going on here? Excess. Yeah, that's always a problem with that. I think, yeah, I don't think there's much we can do about that. Apart from probably put in. Oh, actually, yeah, they've just put a log in there, but there's no one working in here at the moment. So, yeah. Obviously, they will use that log to actually make some planks. Let's have a look now. So, we've got 11 months of food now. Let's have a look. So, we've got 9 meat, and as you can see, we've got no berries. Let's just check real quick to see if that house has actually got any food there. Yeah, it has got a bit of food there, as you can see. It's just not got any meat yet, but I think that's mainly because we've only got 3 meat there. But we've still got bread, actually. It's just not showing on there, because I think it's because it's in the market, innit? So once it's out in the market, then it'll be fine. But now at 53%, that's awesome. And we've got... Oh, they're still finishing that house, aren't they? That's technically... this one's enough for 2. All right. Just going to have a little look around, shall we? Nice big gardens here, so we can actually get some carrots and that go in here, as you can see. It doesn't matter on the size of, as long as you've got enough room for an extension. When it comes to like chickens and goats and that, although I've never done goats, it doesn't matter on the size. So, but the only time it matters on how big the actual back garden is when you're doing carrots and vegetables, basically. Let's go and have a quick look around. Oh, look at this. Beautiful game. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Got a tree in the middle here as well. That's nice. That's a nice little touch. And you've got little back gates here, look. Oh, there's no gate there, but yeah. And these ones will just be extensions when we get to artisans, because we're going to need stuff like, we'll probably do a cobbler for shoes, so we've got some extra stuff coming in. Clothes wives, of course. I like the way we've done this. I love the way it actually just fits in here like that. That's going to be for carrots as well. Okay, so we've not got any families yet, but hopefully we will do for the next video. We're only in July at the moment, and we're at 23% now. Let's just see if that house has actually got that food yet. No, don't think we've got enough for it, but I think it's because, yeah, it's coming over here. This is the problem. This is the problem. So we do need more food coming in, of course, to actually supply it, which we will do. And once we've actually depleted this, obviously it's seasonal, then we could take the family out and they can go and do something else. So once that's been sorted out at winter, we can do that as well. So I think I'm going to call it here. I think this is a good time to call it. And hopefully we can actually get the church sorted out and also get the tannery sorted out. So let's have a look at how many hides we've got. We've got 11 hides. So yeah, so we'll be sorting that next. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.